So as we know, this is Larry's daughter. This is Jacqueline. And then we have her friend Alicia here as well. And I'm going to read a little bit about them. I could go on and on because their resumes are very impressive. But Jacqueline is a theater maker passionate about creating art to promote social change. As an actor and director, she was performed with the Repertoire Theater of St. Louis, the Black Rep Shakespeare Festival, Upstream, Mustard Seed, and many more. She received a bachelor's degree from Clark Atlanta University and master's in fine arts and acting from the University of Louisville. In 2018, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch recognized her as one of 6 women shaping St. Louis arts and entertainment. She is now an associate professor in the Communication and Media Department at UMSL. Jacqueline is the daughter of Larry. All right, and then we got Alicia, who is an actor, singer, songwriter based in St. Louis. She has a Bachelor of Arts in Music from the University of Missouri in Columbia. Immediately following graduation, she surprisingly found herself working in professional theater after booking a production from a last-minute audition. She then made the move to St. Louis, where she became an acting intern for the Illustrations Black Repertoire Theater. The internship furthered her growth as an artist and solidified her push for the stage. Her regional theater credits include Pure Lie, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Wiz, and assistant director of 4 Little Girls, as well as premieres of An Invitation Out and The Gringo. She is lastly she's teaching artist with the St. Louis Center of Creative Arts, where she teaches for theater and voice department in early childhood. So, one more round of applause. All right, take it away, girl.
I'm so excited to be here. So this is an interactive experience. So if you're in this circle, that means you're going to play with us. Is that okay? If you're in the circle, that means you're going to do the workshop, or that you feel okay to do some of the workshop. We're going to do some theater activities, some theater games. We're going to talk about storytelling in a way. So it is active. I want you to take care of your bodies. I won't have you up doing crazy stuff, but it will be interactive in that way. So if you don't want to be in the circle, you got a chance to move. Okay, no one's moving. Okay. I understand. This is completely interactive. So
We're leaving.
if anyone wants to take these 2 seats and join and play with us in this way, you are welcome as well. Anybody? 1, 2, anybody want to come in? Anybody?
The water's fine.
So a part of my process as an educator, anybody? Billy? Billy, they're calling you. Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. They're calling you, Billy. Thank you, Billy. A part of my process as a educator is to know who's in the space. I don't believe in standing in front of people and not knowing who's actually in the space. So I wish I could do the whole room, but I know we have only an hour. So you know my name. What I'm going to give you is one word that I'm bringing with me into the space, right? So what I mean by that is I'm bringing curiosity. I'm so curious about who each of you are. I'm so curious about Mason Pointe and all the amazing things that are happening here. I'm so curious to meet. I heard a phrase a long time ago that said, replace judgment with curiosity. And so I kind of wander through life like that, right? So what I'm going to do really quickly, it won't take long, but my people in the circle, my brave people in the circle, I'm going to ask you to give me your name and just tell me what you are bringing into the space. You don't have to use the mic. You can use the mic if you want to, but then I'm going to start with you because I know your name. Okay, so Billy, what are you bringing into the space?
Myself.
That's all I can ask for, Billy. Thank you so much. Hi, what's your name?
Marcy.
Marcy, what are you bringing into the space?
I'm sorry.
What are you bringing with you into the
What am I
space?
bringing with me today?
Mm-hmm.
My body.
Body, myself, body. Yes, hi. Hi, Allison. What are you bringing into the space?
Hopefulness.
Hopefulness. I love that, Allison. Thank you for that. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Joan Church.
Joan, what are you bringing into the space?
Right now, trepidation.
Oh. I get it. Thank you for being honest. Hello, Joan. What do you bring into the space? Curiosity.
Yes.
I love it. It's okay. It's okay. Hello. What are you bringing into the space?
Happiness.
Happiness. Thank you for that. Hello. Barbara. What are you bringing into the space? Fear. We got fear. We got trepidation. Theater is play. It's fun. So let's try to release some of that. Yes. Hello. You can be if you want to be. If not, no worries.
My sense of humor.
Sense of humor. I love that. Thank you. Yes.
I'm Jalen. I'm looking for something fun.
Yes! Thank you for bringing that into the space. Hello, Denise.
Denise, I'm bringing in interest.
Interest. Thank you so much, Denise. Hello, Jerry.
Hi, I'm Jerry, and I'm I'm here because of you.
Thank you for being here because of me, Jerry. Hello, Marie. What are you bringing into the space?
God's love for us all.
Oh, thank you. I needed that. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name? Say your name.
I'm Dorothy.
Hi, Dorothy. What are you bringing into the space?
To learn something new.
Thank you, Dorothy. Hello.
Hi, I'm Jane Harper, and I'm just bringing a lot of curiosity.
Yes, I take that. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Your name. And what are you bringing into the space, Anne?
Fascination.
Fascination. Thank you, Anne. It's lovely. Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
I'm bringing joy.
Thank you. I always take joy, Marianne.
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Lou.
Hi, Lou.
I'm bringing in love and kindness.
I love that. Thank you, Lou. Last but not least,
Here with Judy.
hi, Judy. What are you bringing in? Alicia, what are you bringing into the
Oh
space?
snap! Hey y'all, I'm Alicia. I am bringing in so many words at one time. A good time.
All right. So I'm going to turn it over to Alicia and my brave people that are in the circle. Alicia's going to do a theater warm-up of sorts, okay? A theater warm-up. So all the trepidation and all that, we'll kind of release that with this warm-up, hopefully.
Or not. Y'all may hate me after this. I don't know. Okay. So in theater, something that we love to do is pass around sound. It is a way for us to connect with people. It's a way to be silly. It's a way to get rid of the judgments that we might have of like, let me be presentational. No, just be weird. It's okay. We're just gonna be weird for a little bit. So I'm gonna pass around a sound and it's gonna go this way, dun dun dun. And it's gonna go all the way, skipping the camera, hey boo, all the way around the circle until we get to Billy. Cool?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do 3 rounds. We'll do a sound with our mouths, not with our bodies. That could be a different thing. We'll do one with our hands, and then we'll do one together. All right, here we go. Woo! That's it to your friend. Woo! 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 Yep, you got it.
I have to say woo. Or
Yeah, pass it to your friend. You have to say woo.
Did you say that to me?
Yeah, she said to you.
Okay.
Woo! 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 Woo!
And y'all have already hit step 2, which is picking up the pace. Y'all are like, woo, woo, woo. Okay, next one, here we go. And we're gonna keep it simple. All right, round 3, the final round. Here we go. Y'all are doing so good. Like, hold on, let me give y'all a compliment. Because this is really good. Snaps for you. Really, really good work. Okay, here we go. This is fine, Jackie. We should come back. She's gonna do something. I don't know. She's in charge. Okay, so we talked about what I thought about what I want to do with you all today. I thought about the art of storytelling. And storytelling comes from having a prompt, having something that in your mind, in your space that you want to explore, you want to write about, you want to get out. And so I thought about the phrase where I'm from. Where I'm from, right? When we think about where we're from, we think about childhood, we think about maybe the cities and places that you've lived. You can think about your core values, what means, what things you have convictions about, who you are, how you represent yourself, how you move through the world, right? So, I'm going to share this poem with you, where I'm from, thinking about where I'm from. And also at the end of this, I hope that we have showed you how you could take just something simple as a prompt, as a thought, as a word, and create art. Art is subjective, it can be messy, it can be fun, it can be intricate, it can be deep. I think good art does all those things, but that's my goal today, just to show you that you can create something where you are, right? So, this is the poem, Where I'm From. And as I say this poem, I want you to think about where you're from. Maybe some things will connect, maybe some things won't. Where I'm from. Where I'm from has love, potential, majestic lineage, traversing through my bloodline. Where I'm from is rooted in faith, goodwill, and light. Soul food, soulful sounds, penetrating my ears with rhythms of life and all its complicated beauty. Purposeful influence, ministering to my soul, teaching me strength and release. Where I'm from, there's discernment. Where I'm from, the muddy Mississippi runs and divides. Where I'm from, the arch connects. Where I'm from, your feet are baptized in red clay dirt. Your hands anointed by a movement that changed the world. Where I'm from, it was ingrained that you must always find a way or make one. Where I'm from, bourbon flows and horses ride. Where I'm from, you never stop learning, exploring. Where I'm from, curiosity replaces judgment. Where I'm from has love, expansive, unrequited, unconditional, but love. Where I'm from will morph and grow as I do the same. Where I'm from is where I connect and where I stand. Alicia?
No. I only have so many hands. So, Jackie did a poem about home, so I will sing a song about home. Okay, this is cool. And I'm just gonna sit here on the floor, and once again, your job is to just listen, enjoy, and think. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. When that makes the tall grass bend into leaning, suddenly the raindrops that fall have a meaning, sprinkling the scene makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. Oh, it sure would be nice to be back home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time to find a world full of love like yours, like mine, like
So what will happen is, the first layer of this activity is one person, I will pass the mic or point to a person, and we can run it, yeah. And we'll say, you'll say where I'm from, and I want you to think about just the geographical elements, nature, environment of where you're from. When I read that poem, I'm from St. Louis. I lived in Atlanta for undergrad. I went to school in Louisville, and all those cities influenced who I am today, right? So there's some geographical things about each of those places that I put into my poem. So think about all the places that you journeyed. What are some things, geographical for first level again, that you can think of to share? For example, I'll give you an example. I might say, where I'm from, there is a river that runs downtown. If you can relate to that, you'll simply just raise your hand. That's it, right? Right? Where I'm from, there is an arch. Right? Okay, right. So that's a little bit of this first level. It's gonna get, some other levels will be added, but that's the first one, all right? So, where I'm from, there's a river downtown. Keep your hands up for me.
Okay, I'm picking somebody with their hand up. Dun, 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 dun.
Miss Marie, something about where you're from.
Well, I'm only from St. Louis since I was in high school. I actually been in lots of different places, and I was born in Cuba.
Nice.
Okay, so what is something geographically that's beautiful about Cuba? If I've never been, because I ain't been, y'all.
Since I was only 13 months old when we came back.
Never mind, Miss Marie. Just kidding.
Okay, cool. Where I'm from, deer would be in my backyard. Raise your hand if you lived near deer. Yes. Okay, give us something about where you're from.
I'm from St. Louis, but I did have deer in my backyard when I lived out west, and had a mother deer who nursed her babies right in our backyard. Yeah. And that's right here in Chesterfield.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Also, let me think. Oh, you got one. Yes, go for it.
Where I'm from is known for the trout fishing area in Missouri.
Okay, anybody else go around some trout?
And it's red.
No. Yeah, go for it.
Have you heard of Bennett Springs, Missouri? That's the trout fishing
Field trip
area.
next month. Okay, cool. Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Where I'm from has petrified wood.
Petrified wood. Anybody know what that is? Arizona?
I was born in Arizona.
Okay. Are you from Arizona? No. Or you just know her business? Go for it. Go for it.
Where I'm from, there was a bus that went totally north and then totally south. The King's Highway bus.
Oh.
That's from St. Louis.
Okay. Anyone else?
Let me go slow. Oh, I saw it. Yep, I caught you.
Where I'm from, they had a boat that went up and down the Mississippi, and they would have entertainers on there, and we would dance and have a good time.
Yeah. Anybody relate? If you relate, raise your hand. Okay. Oh, y'all was all on the boat. Who else? Did you see another hand? Oh, you were just having a good time on the boat.
How many of y'all was on the boat? It's okay, confess now. Yeah, okay. We need to go to the boat, Jackie.
Oh, you got one. Here we go.
Where I'm from, they have cheese heads.
Oh! Cheesehead! No cheesehead. Okay.
from is South St. Louis on Missouri Avenue, and every week the Clydesdales would come down on Missouri Avenue, and my sister and I would sit on the curb and watch these magnificent animals right there in front of us every week.
Would you believe I live on Missouri Avenue right now?
Really?
Yes.
In South St. Louis?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Anybody lived in South St. Louis? Anybody? Anybody else? Just me? Okay. Good.
My hometown is the land of opportunity.
Anybody else from the
In the
land of opportunity?
Okay, second round, okay? Now I want you to think about core values growing up. Core values growing up, or just things that you did, you know, maybe for me, it was a big thing in my family. My grandmother made me go to church every Sunday. So I might have a statement like, where I'm from, your grandparents made you go to church every Sunday, you know? Or where I'm from, we ate together every evening. Think about some things from your life that were just, you know, everyday things, experiences that you experienced, and we'll see where we connect, right? So I'll start. Where I'm from, your grandparents made you go to church every Sunday. Nope. Okay. Okay.
Okay, where I'm from, I went to a lot of horse shows.
Ooh, horse shows. Fun. Else, horse shows. No horse shows? All right. Okay. Any other where I'm from? Where I'm from? Oh, wait, a person from outside the circle?
I'm from Lake Erie, Ohio, and I did lots of trick skiing on water skis.
Oh, fun. Anybody else? Water skis.
Trick skis on water skis.
Okay.
Water sports of any kind.
Okay.
I sit next to the water. Okay. Where I'm from statement. Who has one? Yes.
Where I'm from is a small town in Illinois that grew to a big city when a university was built there. And we sat and looked across at the arch being built.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Anybody else watch the arch being built? Yeah. Y'all are like, duh, girl, yes. I'm like, wow, so new. Okay, another where I'm from statement. You got one, Mr. Jerry?
Where I'm from, there's a new state, we have a new stadium and a new soccer team.
Other where I'm from. Think about.
Let me think. Where I'm from, it's also my age. Don't laugh at me, y'all. Where I'm from, Friday night was pizza night. Our parents was just like, we're done. Any other? It was cool. I can't do it now. The dairy, you know. Any other where I'm from statements about how you grew up? Something cool. Something you loved.
Hobbies or just anything.
Where I'm from, we had a great big garden. Ooh. And I had to chop all the weeds out of the garden.
Anybody else had gardens? Virginia had a garden. Okay, you can go ahead, Miss Denise.
Where I'm from, we saw the Plaza Lights every Christmas.
Kansas City. That's where I'm from. High five, Miss Denise. Yes, girl. Yes, go for it.
So where I'm from, I rode in the back of a pickup truck many times, and it was lots of fun.
Yes.
Very dangerous. Not at that time.
No seatbelts, everybody obeying the laws.
Hobbies, activities.
Yes.
Anything. Where you're from can also, somebody back there.
Oh, I want to know.
I'm from, we had a church that wasn't in our own town, and my dad sold beer. So every Sunday, we took our beer truck to the next town to go to church.
Yes! Hobbies, activities, interests, things that make you who you are, things that interest you, things that excite you. Where I'm from, we sew. Where I'm from, we like to dance. Where I'm from, we love ice cream on Sundays. It can be whatever. Where I'm from. Food. Oh, yes.
I like to look at one thing and make it something else.
Oh. I'll give you some prompts. Food, where I'm from, certain foods.
Yeah, what do you eat? Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm awake now.
Where I'm from, we had pasta every Thursday night and Sunday.
Nice. Other food, where you're from. Food, where you're from. Food, where you're from. Things that were important staples in your family, things you like to cook.
I grew up in Jennings, and right down the street, they had a root beer stand. And every night, that's where the young kids gathered. We had so much fun, and I always remember that root beer stand. It was just great.
That sounds incredible.
Pasta and root beer, y'all making my menu for the week. Come on, give me more.
Food, yes, they have the head over there. Yeah. Sorry, camera person.
Well, hi. Where I'm from, is a great big pool of water called Lake of the Ozarks.
Did you go swimming?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Swimming in the Ozarks.
I'm gonna add another layer too. Where I'm from and certain phrases that may have come from you or your family. One from me, so my undergrad, one of our phrases, our mottos was find a way or make one. Find a way or make one. And that's something that's really, really important in my life. When things get rough, I say, I will find a way or I will make one. Another thing that I got from my grandmother was a plaque that was on her living room wall, and it just simply said, one day at a time. One day at a time. All things, one moment at a time, one day at a time. So think about phrases or different words or whatever that has sustained you, right? So you say, where I'm from, and give me that phrase.
My mother taught me that if you want to have a friend, be a friend.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Other phrase? Yes.
We had a plaque on our wall, and it was, look toward the sun, and the shadows will fall behind you.
Very good.
And another one was, work first, eat second.
Other phrases. Other. Oh, we have a hand over there. Oh, coming. Excuse me.
It is what it is, but it will become what you make it.
It is what it is, and it will become what you make it.
Yes.
Where did you go to high school?
Where did you go to high school?
Go right ahead.
I was always taught eat dessert first.
Yes!
Eat dessert first.
I went to high school in Venice, Illinois, and there were 14 in my high school graduating class.
14? Oh, we couldn't even get that over. That's a homeschool graduation now. Any other statements? Yes, I got
I went to high school at Maine in Park Ridge, Illinois, and there were 928 in my grade.
928.
Any other phrases?
Yes.
And I went to high school at Xavier High School, which is not existent anymore. It's part of the university. But anyway, that's where I grew up, and I couldn't ever play sports because I was too short.
Haters gonna hate.
Boo.
I'd have picked you on my team.
Any other phrases or thoughts? Anything else where I'm from? Any phrase that has set with you, that you think about, or that you use to encourage other people? Anything?
I have one more.
I think there were probably a lot of us that said, you better clean up your plate, or those children in China would look ahead.
Oh, my parents used to say, it's 9 p.m., the kitchen is closed. When the light over the stove is on, you know that's it. Don't open the fridge, don't open the pantry, the kitchen is now closed.
So the one that I like is, you can do it.
Yes.
You can do it.
Volleyball.
Any others? Okay. Oh, no.
My answer to that is no.
Standing up with us?
Yes, Lucas.
I know you don't like the microphone.
Cindy. Phrase, you do your best and let God do the rest.
Yes. I think that's a good one to end on, Jackie.
I come from South St. Louis, where it's a beer drinking area. As a kid, I used to run beer copper cups for my uncles when they came over. And the policeman would tell me to don't spill it on our way home.
Oh my goodness. Okay, the next part of this exercise. Okay, so this is where you're gonna do some acting. Dun, dun, dun. You're gonna create what's called a tableau, and you can do it right where you are in your chairs. A tableau is simply a freeze frame picture. It's simply, for example, I'm gonna use you for over here. I know, look, I know. It's like, why, right? So if I ask you to create an image of joy, and you have to do it together. You don't have to stand up, but I would like you to connect in some way. So maybe your hand, and maybe you're just simply holding hands, right? And I'll say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, joy, show me. Freeze. That's a tableau. Simple, right? Beautiful, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tableau. Connect some type of way. An image of hope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? So that's all I'm asking you to do in these groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is group 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Group 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Who's left over here?
Are we to act?
What a group.
You two, because you're over here, weren't you? Let's do a 3. So 1, 2, 3. You 3 will be a group, okay?
Yeah.
All right, and then you 3 will be a group, okay? So, this is what I want you to do. We had a lot of where I'm from statements. We had some about food, we had some about geography, we had some about quotes and phrases. What I want you to do in your group is to pick one that maybe resonates. One that stood out from what you heard, okay? When you pick the one collectively as a group, then I'm gonna ask you, actually, let's just take this step by step. Let's just do that right now. I'll give you, let's say 3 minutes in your group. I want you to select one of the where I'm from statements that you heard. Just select it, okay? Let's go.
You lived in Missouri, on Missouri.
Yeah. Missouri,
I do too.
yeah. You think that's what?
That's a good one.
That's the one for us to zero in on.
Oh, okay.
You are going to create a tableau, an image that displays your where I'm from statement. You need to work together, create a visual image from your where I'm from statement. I also will invite anybody else outside of the circle. If you're sitting next to somebody and you would like to do this and just try it, I'm okay with that as well. I'm okay with that as well. But for now, people that are in the circle, take your where I'm from statement and create a tableau from that statement. Does that make sense? Got it? All right. They're already working. All right. They already don't need it. All right. Let's go. Morph into that tableau, right? Ready? As a group. It can definitely be movement. All right. Everybody's eyes and energy for this group. Oh, they're standing up. All right. Ready for this? All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Where I'm from, fill in the rest.
Fly fishing.
I love it. Thank you, group 1. All right. Group 2. I'm going to give you a countdown of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6 and a half, 6 again, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? Let me come around this way so I can see you all. All right, I'm going to slow count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Where I'm from, Mason Pointe, everyone is friendly.
All right, next group. You ready? Slow count it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're never gonna get there. We're waiting for the bus, the Kings Highway bus.
Where I'm from, we're waiting on the bus. All right, and last but not least, I'm gonna give you a slow countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where I'm from? Oh, nice. Okay. So, with these simple tableaus, there's a couple of different parts and other processes that go with this, but we could do this all day, actually adding on and then adding words and adding text and creating poems around something as simple as where I'm from with the information that we share with each other today. That is how simple and how imaginative and creative that art and storytelling is made. This is a small example of that, right? So what I want to do now, we have about, I think, maybe 15 minutes left. I wanted to just, first of all, just kind of pick your brains, reactions, especially people that had trepidation and fear about what you were going to do. Just simple reactions from what you were asked to do today. And then we're just going to open it up for a Q&A. You can ask us questions if you have questions about anything theater related or anything about us, whatever. We're just kind of opening the floor. But reactions about what you saw, what I asked you to do today. Anything.
I think it was great to have the circle is round. That made it. Yes.
Circles are really important in what we do. Community building is really, really important in what we do. You can't ask young actors or anybody to be in a space and be vulnerable without knowing and looking at everybody and really like acknowledging what you are and who you are bringing into the space. So anytime I'm working with any workshops or anything, I always like a good circle. So I can look at you in your face, talk to you, right? Not talk at you, right? So important in what we do. Yeah. Other thoughts?
It was fun.
I think you're making us very comfortable.
Thank you. That's always our goal.
Yes.
Always our goal. Other thoughts?
Well, you had some really good icebreakers.
Oh, cool.
Which really made people feel like, I can do this. I'm not afraid. And once one person started, then another person came. So I thought it was really fun seeing how everybody interacted.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think including people outside of the circle was
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Other thoughts? Other thoughts? Other thoughts? Other questions?
Can I add one more thing? I think Larry did a really good job.
You know, I know I'm biased, but my dad's one of the greatest dads in the universe. I have a really good father who's been super supportive of me throughout my whole life. So,
We think so too.
Yeah, my dad's pretty amazing. Thank you.
So a lot of your job is teaching. because you talk about people coming in from all over, so they come in to be taught, is that correct?
So I'm a professor, so I do teach, but I will say I direct as well, and I find that directing is teaching. I find that directing, even in a room of professional actors, you're still teaching. And I have learned to exercise a great amount of patience and grace, because the thought is, again, this is a professional actor, so there's just certain things that you should already know, and a lot of times they don't. You can't see yourself on stage. It's always fascinating to me when people say, well, I'm going to direct myself. You should not. You can't see yourself. You don't know where you're standing. You don't know if something is landing right, but directing is teaching. And I've also found that directing is very thankless, like teaching, because when people come out, they see the actors, and the actors get, flowers and claps, and people remember that, but no one really thinks about, well, whose vision was it to put all this together? Who had all the hours of the pre-production thoughts of talking to costume designers, scenic designers, lighting designers, sound designers, music? Who's sitting in these hours? Who's read the play 1,000 times to figure out concepts? The director. And the director's like,
Bye, girl.
Bye. Yeah, very much so.
Yes, right.
Well, it's interesting that you should bring that up, because it's exactly what we talked about on the way home after AIDA yesterday. Who had the vision to direct it, to put this all together, and the costuming, and the choreography, and the staging, and the lighting, and everything that's back there. Yeah.
Anything you appreciate and love that you see on stage, salute to the director. And it's hard work. People think that acting in theater is so fun and free, and it is fun. It's hard work, and you miss a lot of life. When everyone else is having birthday parties and weddings and birthday parties and vacations, artists are like on stage, I remember, I guess it was 2016, I did Christmas Carol as a rep. I played the Ghost of Christmas Past. And it was fun. And it was fun to watch the families come and see the show, but I'm not with my family because we're doing 6 shows a week during the holiday season. So you miss a lot. It's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, like even with a Christmas Carol, like Jackie was saying, the schedule is 5 shows a week, but also sometimes you have a Christmas Eve show, then you're off Christmas Day, and you're right back at work on the day after Christmas. And so it just depends how the calendar falls. I will say that the union does their best. That's all I'm gonna say about that union. But it is a juggling act. There is a transition of time now where artists are saying, look, y'all, you double cast during the pandemic because they were concerned about what happens if somebody gets sick. Well, we don't want to cancel a show because we don't want to lose funds or, all that. And so why don't you just already double cast, and then people can continue to have lives, because some of these people are parents and they need to go get their babies and they need to see their kids do things. So there's trying to be a transition now of work-life, home-life balance, so that people aren't as cranky and mean, and their mental health is not affected by that as well.
This is getting a bit technical, but do you all belong to Equity?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yesterday there were people on the stage that didn't belong to Equity, and I always thought that to get big plays like that in the Muni and things like that, you had to belong to Equity. You had to go through getting there.
Okay, here's the tea about Actors Equity in the union.
Yeah.
It's a gag! No. So, there's a couple of ways you can join. A few ways. You do not have to be a part of the union to book a show, especially in St. Louis. So, my first show with the Muni, I was not Actors Equity. I got paid the Actors Equity rate though. And that pay rate is also determined by how big of a theater company is. So they do all this math. I didn't go to school for that. And then and they decide how much money a theater company could possibly bring in. And then they do some number work, and then they say that's the minimum a company should pay union actors. Now, once again, even if you join the union, it doesn't guarantee you work. So you're paying into a union, but you're still not working. So it's like, well, why am I here? So that's kind of why some actors are not sure about joining the union, because they're not sure if it's going to be an actual benefit. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? This is fun.
So
Yes.
you end up generally working 6 days a week then?
Yes.
Easily.
Well, if that's regional theater, 6 days a week. If you're doing Broadway, that's 8 shows a week. And if you do the math, there's only 7 days in a week. So you know you're gonna have at least a 2-show day. Yes, go
That's
for
what I
it.
started to say, it's not 6 days a week because we saw the matinee yesterday and they could come back by it's not.
Yep. So sometimes I did a show, a TYA show, which is Theater for Young Audiences. That show ran 90 minutes. We did 3 shows in a day. We did a Friday morning show, a Friday afternoon show. See you in a couple of hours for the Friday night and autograph session. You're gonna stay a little late, sugar. But the people that come see the shows are what make it so much fun for your actors. The energy that you bring into the room, participating, laughing, clapping, booing, like we'll take you going, boo. Oh, they're really into it. We want you into the story. The director wants to create an experience for the audience that people are like, oh yeah, let's talk about this. Let's go get some beverages. Y'all talked about that beer. Let's go get some beverages, some dessert, and digest what we just saw.
Yesterday the show was like 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, you was gonna be there all night. I couldn't touch that with Aida. And a 15-minute intermission? Yeah. No ma'am. Any other questions? Thank you so much. It was so lovely meeting you all and playing with you all today. Thank you so much.